Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, our new loading shovel, I say new, it's not new, but it's our new loading shovel, the loading shovel we have bought is coming. Father Phil is gone with the 99 and low loader to pick it up. So what do you think we're after buying? Leave a comment down below, what do you think we are after buying? I think some of you will be very surprised at what we've bought, but anyways, me and Liv are going off fencing, and we'll come back when Father Phil gets back and we'll see it, we'll show you it, and we'll walk around it and talk about it. Anyways, before he comes back too, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you get notified of my videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Hopefully next shot is the loading shovel coming in the avenue. And here arrives our new loading shovel. So now, how many you got it right? It's another Venieri, and not only is it a Venieri, it is the very same as what we have, or we had, whatever way you want to put it. Very same model of Venieri as the one we have that broke on us. The only difference is that one is a year newer and has a lot less hours on it. Anyways, we'll get it unloaded and we'll give it a walkthrough, show you all about it and the few little differences between our own one and this one and that. But that's her, the Venieri VF9013. It looks much smaller with the smaller wheels on it. Anyways, that is the new loading shovel. No, it's not new to us. It's 21 years old. Christ, you say it like that, it seems old. Anyways, but that is her. So Father Phil picked that up from the Cavan Farm Machinery show. Now, it wasn't in the show, but we bought it off Alan Malign Tractors, I think, or Alan Malign. I think that's how he pronounced his name. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but he was up there with I think Daichi machines, and they brought that back when they were coming to pick up the load of machinery they had at the show. So that's where Father Phil was to pick it up. So anyways, I'm going to fold up the low loader and we'll get Father Phil out and we'll get a run around it, compare contrast and see how it looks. But it is very straight, very tidy machine, especially compared to our own. So it is very straight and tidy.
So what are you doing now, Dad?
Well, as you can see, we have bought ourselves what would we call it? A replacement.
Of about what? 2 years? 2 years difference?
1 year.
1 year difference.
1 year. 01.
And what was the other one?
00.
00. Ooh.
And you might say, why? Well, go on, say it.
Why?
Well, I say, why not?
Fair point. And you do also have a lot of parts for this if it breaks.
Well, that's part of it. Plus, I also have the knowledge on this.
Oh, you've knowledge to fix it?
Yes.
And how to fix it?
To know what's wrong with it.
What's wrong with it?
We were messaged about this machine. I initially said no. I was wanting to move away from one. And then I got to thinking about it, and then I kind of said, well, we have all the bits, and we have this, we have that, and the other thing. It's worth a look. So we went and we looked. Around the far side there, it's not looking, doesn't actually look too bad. It's 21-year-old now.
At least the door can shut.
Door shuts.
Not like the other one.
It's quite tidy. The hours are low. So smaller wheels than our own. It's on 24-inch wheels. We'll be putting her up to 26-inch wheels
Cool.
because with new tyres.
How is the tyre going to fit on that with the fender?
The fender is bent. We put on our own fender.
Oh, okay.
It was lazy.
It was lazy.
It was lazy. It was a bit like you. It was just really lazy.
Oh, you're very nice.
I tell you, the compliments are flying off the tongue tonight. So
I know, they're lovely.
But it was lazy. The man, we contacted the man that owned it, that had traded it in to the dealer in the north, and he said that it was just wasn't very lively.
So I didn't use it that much.
Well, he used it, but he had got lazy, and when I drove it, the gears wasn't changing on the dash.
Oh.
Right, so that's this lad here. See?
Wait, that's how you change gears?
That's how you change the gears, because it's all hydraulic.
Hydraulic.
That's what they call hydrostatic. Hydrostatic transmissions, driving on motors. So,
You bought
when
a
I
new
looked at it,
one?
I remembered we had trouble with ours about 5 years ago. And ours couldn't know what was wrong, got really lazy, wouldn't change gear properly. A whole lot of issues. I'd have something wrong with transmission, of course, straight things front of mind, transmission. And I checked all the wires, and I checked all the solenoids, and I couldn't find nothing wrong. And then I said, I'd have a look in here. Now that is the forward reverse lever, which is very same as that one, which are gear changes, right? But this is what happens.
A wire went.
There's 3 wires broke
3.
in that little plug. So I had known, when I looked at it in the north, the first thing I done was I pulled the boot off this, and I had to take it off. Someone hadn't it off, so nobody had ever checked to see had this got happened. There's the knowledge.
The knowledge. Ooh,
So-
the brains.
Maybe
Yeah,
I won't know for another 20 minutes. It's after arriving today. I haven't been out and waited. I take it off the low loader, backed it in here, took out the switch,
And check that.
went to our own one.
Is our own one broken?
Our own one will never drive again.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean that.
This is perfect. It's brand. It's about 5 years old. I got it, ordered, waiting months for it. Took ages for it to come in, and I'm just going to pop this in, and maybe everything will return to normal. I could be wrong now.
I mean, that would help having a new
It's easier
one.
to be
not
wrong
one
than
that
to
has
be right.
three.
But anyway.
Yeah, but at least that'll help having one that has all wires
So then
in.
I said I might get out Mr. Spielberg here and
Mr. Spielberg.
shorts in March and at -3.
So?
You are not well. This in now.
And we shall film it, shan't
And you're simply going to film me.
Yeah, Daddy's put a radio in that before anyone ever drives it.
I do enough. It'll work perfectly without a radio. You
Oh,
have
I
to
know.
sing along FM.
No, that's not fun.
Oh, it's fun.
I'd far more rather a radio to sing along to rather than myself in broken vocals, absolutely horsing around.
So that's where that has to go. Up in there. So whether you want to just leave the camera there and put it on time-lapse or something, because all you see is my sticking out at the back of it for the next half hour.
We will put this on time lapse and put it somewhere that you can see what the hell's going on. Okay?
So, here we are with the Venieri now. So we're just in the calf shed, so you'll have to excuse the calves. No, it has been a week. It's a week here now. Over a week. So the last you was seen was Father Phil and Bro rooting at the switch on it. And we have done some work where it has cleaned out some sheds. I know I didn't get any footage of it, but we'll make up for it later on. But anyways, the story with this loading shovel is it's a 2001 machine. How many hours is on it?
6,000.
6,000 hours.
Yeah. It's basically the same as what we have.
Yeah.
It has, like everything else we buy, a small issue.
Yeah.
And they have another issue there, they're roaring.
They won't stop roaring either.
Well, we'll move over here and we won't have them roaring.
Drive it out there.
Drive it over there. Here, all right there.
Handbrake doesn't work, does it?
The handbrake cable is broke.
Right.
Well, we have an extensive pile of spares.
Yeah.
It's basically the same machine as our own, but it's not the same.
Yes. The one thing we did notice, the pumps are different, isn't it?
She seems to have bigger motors in the drivetrain.
Yeah.
The wheels are smaller.
And that makes it look quite a bit smaller than the other one, doesn't it?
Shovel, yeah. There's 24-inch wheels where ours is 26-inch wheels.
Yeah.
Look, we were mad on the JCB. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
That turned up in the meantime. We were messaged about it in the north. We actually went up and looked at it. For the age of it, it's quite a tight shovel.
Yeah.
It's very tight. There was an auto greaser on it originally, which probably has made it survive. So
yeah,
tight.
a lot of pins and that's it.
It's well greased.
So, yeah.
It's well greased. There is an issue with it. The issue with it is that it's lazy when driving.
Yeah.
But it wasn't changing gear.
Yeah.
So I have fitted the forward reverse switch of our own into it, and I have regained one gear.
So you have first and second.
Well, I have first and something that's between second and third.
Right.
Not just right.
So we need to either fix the old switch or get a new forward reverse switch.
It mightn't be to do with that at all. It could be something else. I discovered a wire changed in the transmission unit.
Yeah.
So I need to just delve in a bit deeper and see is it activating all the solenoids correctly.
Yeah.
Didn't have time. We originally wanted it here to clean out a few sheds here because you wanted to get your calf operation up and running in where the wetlands were, and it done that perfectly.
Yeah.
No problems at all. But it's in the wrong gear.
Yeah.
First gear with them wheels is quite slow.
Yeah.
We will be cleaning out in second gear. Second gear you fly around the yard all day long, but it seems to be nearly in third.
Yeah.
It's
and it
just
doesn't
not,
have the power to push when it's in third.
No, it just no. Third is only transport.
Yeah.
From getting from A to B, that's all it is. Very tidy machine for its age.
So it's 2001, so it's 21 years old.
Yes, 21-year-old. Someone probably recognised the registration and will probably comment on it.
Yeah, it was originally a Galway machine, and
Registered in Galway.
our loading shovel, our Venieri worked in a quarry at the start of its life, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it was belonging to a contractor, and then it was on the Mayo, the M5 of M5, yeah.
M6, no M5.
M5, the one to Ballina.
Yeah.
It was on that road.
Yeah.
In a quarry for a while. That's a shocking tight machine. Look at the engine.
You see the engine, how clean the engine is. It's the same the other side. We just we didn't get the key weight to open the side panels.
Well, unfortunately, when we go to the 26-inch tires,
yeah,
the side panels have to come off.
because you can't get them open with the wheel. Yeah.
The doors won't open.
And also, as you can see, these 24-inch wheels are, you can nearly say, slicks. So our new tires literally bolt off and bolt on. We're ready to go, and we'll be able to hang on to these tires for the winter, save wearing out the good treads for cleaning out sheds and that during the winter. We can put on the old racing slicks and it'll clean out sheds and that perfect, and save the good tires for the silage and the dung.
Yeah. So it's a budget machine.
Yeah. So
Budget machine.
like what are the big things, laws? Because the other loading shovel it's scrap at this stage. There is no point fixing it. You've seen all the issues we had with it during the year. She's just wore out, and without something to trade in again, a newer shovel, what we were limited to was older machines, and they're making making big money. They're making big money, and it's very hard to get back in to a loading shovel without something to trade in. And when you're only able to look at older machines, it's just very hard to justify it.
We have to work for a new machine.
It's very hard to justify it.
We have to work for a loading shovel, but not a new loading shovel.
Yeah, but it's very hard to justify the expense of some of the older machines. So this come up at very reasonable money. Now it does have that issue, but the big thing, I know people have already commented on, we have all the parts we need for the foreseeable future.
Well, if we get 3 years out of it,
Yeah,
that's it. And maybe a few breakages here and there, which, well, tends to happen. If you have the part, you won't break it.
yeah.
But that mightn't be the case.
So
It'll be interesting watching. It's just lazy. We have to get that sorted.
and we have to
it
fix
partially
whatever
sorted.
whatever is wrong with the transmission, not selecting the right gears.
It's not just selecting the right gears. If we get to the gear, again, selecting the gears right properly first,
Yeah,
and then we'll determine whether we need to change that pump.
yeah,
The pump may be gone. Our pump cracked originally 10 years ago.
yeah,
And we got it replaced. And maybe that one has done the same thing. We
Yeah.
don't know. And the only way we'll find out is to get it, selecting its gears right first,
yeah.
and then see for a good day, hard day's work doing something, and see whether then she's lazy or not.
Yeah, but she cleaned out the sheds and that. But the big thing is, and the reason we went for this machine is
We have the parts.
we have the parts, and we're able to make use of the other machine. As the other machine stands, it's crap. It's worth nothing. The only money that's in it is if we were to break it ourselves, which is a lot of work, and to send it on someone else, we weren't getting offered enough. But now, between this, having this machine now, we have all the parts we need, and if we ever went to trade this in and get into a bit of a newer machine, now that we hopefully that'll maintain itself and we'll have some to trade in, we'll be able to sell on all the parts to go with it, and it makes that machine that little bit more valuable, and it gives our other loading shovel value. So what happened with the other one? We'll eventually get it broken. We'll break it down. We'll take everything that's of any use off it, and then the rest will head to Wilton.
We have an engine now. We have an engine now that'll fit a 62
Yeah,
tractor. Anyone looking for an engine for a 6200 series tractor, we have.
yeah, because the Perkins engine that's in them is the very same,
6290.
but it's wound up, isn't it?
No, the same.
It's putting on more horsepower, isn't
I
it?
might put down a little bit more, but it's not a lot. It's the very same engine.
Yeah, very same Perkins engine.
Very same engine. It's the same. It's the coding on the side of the engine reads the same as the 6290.
So I don't know if there's much else to say. It's a very tidy, very straight track or loading shovel for its age. As you look, we went through everything. The cab is pretty good in it. The seat is a little bit worn, but it's not too bad. The heating, everything is, all the electronical bits are working. The handbrake cable is broke, so that has to be fixed, and the roof isn't leaking, and it has the original top on it, which ours doesn't. So there's not much more to say. Some of the things we will be doing: fixing the transmission, upgrading all the lights on it,
we'll put a full set of LEDs on it.
full set of LEDs on it. You want to do something with the air breather, don't you?
I want to put the old air breather system that we have on the other one back on this one,
Yeah, because
it was an issue. It always was. The exhaust goes up the left hand side of the radiator,
yeah,
and the air intake is on the right hand side.
yeah,
And if anything happens to the exhaust system in there, it just circulates across and it ruins the engine.
yeah,
We done in the engine on the other one from an exhaust pipe bursting here,
yeah,
and she sucked in her own fumes one summer.
yeah,
The next year she wouldn't start. And we put a whole new engine. So that engine that's out there is about 12,000 hours in that machine, and there's only probably about 5,500 hours in that engine.
on that engine. Yeah, that's one on our job that has to be done. Change the tyres, and once we get this transmission thing sorted, she'll be ready to push grass. So,
If there's any grass.
well, I suppose that's the other issue, but that's a story for another day. But I don't think there's much else to say about it. So yeah, we do have a little bit of work to do with it, but as always, we'll video it, we'll show you, and we'll show you it working
You want to give an update on the serial number of the 1200?
if you want to.
Right, we can.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Right.
we had possibly a very unique 1200.
Yeah.
And it kind of turns out that it is. Its serial number is 103.
H103.
H103, which means that they started building the 1200s at H101.
Yeah. So it is the third. That red 1200 in the corner of the yard
The
is
third 1200
ever made. Well, not ever made, but the
off the production line after
line.
production started.
Yeah,
There was 4 originally made
for prototypes.
Yeah, but they were made with 178 back ends.
Yeah,
They were made with the 1080 back end.
yeah,
So we've been on talking to a few different people, and as far as anyone can tell, that's the oldest one they know of.
yeah,
There's no record of where 1 and 2 went to.
yeah. But that's
That
number
was
3.
Number 3. You can show the number. There's the serial number. It's nearly look through the cab anywhere. There's there. 103.
So you have,
Definitely.
you can't really just see it there, but you have 103.
103.
And then that serial number is backed up then by the data manufacturer on the side there.
Because we were talking to the man in England that actually worked on them.
Yeah.
And he actually done some of the writing and putting together on the workshop manual.
Yeah.
I was talking to him during the week, and he was able to verify that was
what it is.
That's the third 1200 off the line.
Yeah. So it makes it that
some state, isn't it?
Makes it quite unique. It's not exactly can't really be broke now. So
it can't really be broke now.
So anyways, we are going to
reference for parts. And on that note, we're very thankful to who sent the manual this week.
Oh, Brian.
Brian, big thanks for the manual, for the use of it.
And you also got your 205
and
indicator.
he sent me an indicator for me 205, which I thought was never going to be got.
Yeah.
And it is the right one.
So he's very happy. So
very happy.
He's very chuffed.
Very chuffed to have the use of the workshop manual to reference what we need to do. We just have to get into the workshop.
Yeah. Well,
this fella went and parked at 27.25 in the way.
And Ursus is sold.
And the Ursus is gone.
Yeah, the
Ursus is gone.
So anyways,
very quickly actually.
Yeah. So we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it on the load and shovel update on the 1200. And
just because it's such a unique tractor now.
So anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's.
We're looking for this because we have a job to do.
Yeah, we have to go put some bales to some cattle on tillage ground. But anyways, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Good luck.